G'day, I'm Steve Irwin, and I've been surfing since I was a very small boy with my dad. I love to surf. It's my chosen sport. I virtually live to surf. And when I'm not doing wildlife, that's what I'm doing, out there surfing. I'm going to take you into Southeast Asia looking at deadly snakes and going surfing. Looking at more deadly snakes, beautiful, and going surfing. Kiss big lizards right on the lips, and then go surfing. Me and me best mate Wes, we're over here looking for hot snakes and hot surf. Let's get 'em, mate. First light, and we're heading from the Indonesian island of Bali, hoping to find the legendary big waves that surge across the offshore coral reefs. It's a beautiful morning. Not a great deal of swell, but with any luck, it will be magnified out on these offshore reefs. Out here, we're only a few feet above the coral-encrusted reefs. The waves aren't that big, but it looks like a bit of fun anyway. Let's get it. Ever since I was a boy, I've been surfing the Pacific Ocean swells near my home at Australia's Sunshine Coast. Me best mate Wes, he's only been surfing for a couple of years, and this neat little break is a great place for him to start. It's like starting at the bottom and working your way up. We know there's some big swells gonna come our way, so let's have a warm up first. Go, Wes! Woo! Get him, mate. Oh, and how's this? There's a venomous snake sharing our surf spot. Have a look at this. What a beauty. This is Laticorta colubrina, the famous sea crate. They call them a sea crate, and this is a big one. This is a full-grown adult female. In fact, she'd go close to be in the biggest sea crate I've ever seen. And this is what I love about surfing in Indonesia. Sitting out here, waiting for the waves to come, and this beautiful big girl comes up as if to say, "G'day, Steve-o, have a look at me." She's starting to settle down now. The most amazing thing about the sea crate is they don't bite. They just don't bite. Imagine this is a highly venomous snake species. There's a lot of myths and legends about sea snakes, that their fangs are too short to penetrate through wetsuits and penetrate into people's skin. That's not true at all. These guys got relatively long fangs, fangs long enough to certainly get into my body, and once again enough venom to kill me and a few others as well. She's a beautiful big girl. Now, this is one of the few sea snake species, or one of only two that I know of, that actually go on land and rest up on land, and they also lay their eggs up in crevices on land. Look at her, what a beauty. Full-grown adult female. Away you go, sweetheart. What a beauty. Here comes the set, I'm back out there. Indonesia has around 210 million people, most of them living the same as they have for the last 100 years. They're spread across 13,000 islands, scattered in a tropical archipelago below the Asian mainland. And we're starting our adventure in Bali. Let's go get amongst these snakes and surf. Picked up a little bit of the lingo. And what we're going to do is try and go flat out like a lizard drinking straight through Bali. We're going to duck and weave easily. The most dangerous part of this journey is the Balinese roads, mate. Yeah, for the ferry. As we leave the city, the scene changes into a continuous landscape of villages and cultivated land. The main crop is rice, and it's known locally as nasi, and the paddy fields are perfect habitats for a whole range of reptiles. Wherever there's grain, you'll find rats, one of the snake's favourite foods. And with this much water, you'll find frogs, also great snake tucker.
Whoa, it isn't long before Steve spots a snake in the seedlings.
It's a cobra. Facing me front on, I can't get to him. Crikey, that water's warm. This is the Asian spit. Lucky I got these glasses on. He's spitting all over me. Also known as the equatorial cobra. Settle down, mate. Settle down now. And this is a big specimen. Crikey, this is a beauty. And what he's been doing is hunting in the nice warm water. They'll eat anything they come across. They'll come out of these corridors, into the nasi, into the rice, pick up any rodents, any frogs this time of year. You're an angry cobra. And look at the... Look at the way he's hooding up. They've got about a 6-foot strike range with their venom. It's like acid. It's got a strong taste to it. It's got a real strong taste. He just keeps spitting. Notice how he's more inclined to spit than bite. Oh, there's another predator thing there, trying to scare me away. Isn't he a beauty? They're egg layers. They usually have anywhere from 6 to 20 odd eggs, and they're one of the few big animals, few big reptiles that I'm likely to encounter close to the rice. Woohoo! Yes! How would you be? I'm shaking. Look at this, I'm shaking like a leaf. I don't know whether that's venom or sweat. It's just starting to flow down my face. My eyes aren't burning. I've got a fair whack in my mouth. But have a go at that. That's venom on the outside and sweat on the inside.
Steve's got to get the venom off before it gets into his eyes.
Oh, that's better.
By the look of that water, it's not much better than the venom.
Woo! Spitting cobra, you beauty! There's a long journey ahead of us, so we're stopping at one of the larger villages to stock up on provisions. It's a very different way of life from what we're used to, and no matter which way you look at it, you'll see everyday scenes that are real eye-openers. That's amazing. Absolutely everything takes place down in that waterway. It's the sewage system, the washing system for your clothes, you wash your body. People even drink it. This is it, mate. Whoa. The sights, the sounds, the smells of the open-air markets hits every one of your senses at the same time. And I take the time to get me mate Wes with a bit of an old trick.
A little bit of fun, and for the most part, the market is a great experience for anyone. Every kind of exotic fruit and veggie, in fact, everything edible is set out in full view for the customer in a brilliant, colourful display.
How you going, guys? Oh, yum. These chickens, they don't get stuck in the refrigerator. There's no such thing as a refrigerator, so they keep them live.
But as we move further along, we find so-called produce that is really disturbing.
This is one of the saddest things that I've seen, and it's very common throughout Asia. These snakes get chopped up on site to make a drink to build potency and strength. No, it's okay, thank you. And they just have a really cruel, suffering life. You can see this cobra. They're actually Asian spitting cobras. And down in here, have a look at these ones. All their noses are rubbed off. Baby reticulated pythons with their mouths bound up. They put a stick in their mouth and rake all their teeth out. This is an absolute horror story. If there's anything, but anything, I would like to educate these people about is to stop this. Just stop it. Stop it now. Try and find some other food source to get strong and potent. This is just not on. Grow a herb. Crikey, I don't know what it is, but this has got to stop. It's cruelty at its worst, and it's rife throughout Asia. Virtually everywhere I travel, I see this. Imagine these snakes. Every single one, including this poor little cobra here, is an individual. They're an individual animal. They have feelings, they have pain. I feel so sorry for them.
My sentiments exactly, Steve-O. It's got to stop.
The next morning is brilliantly clear, so we take the opportunity to slip out for an early wave or two. It's small, but a lot of fun. It's the monsoon season. One minute it's steamy and sunny, the next it's a torrential downpour. And I'm making my way through the jungle to a temple where there's a population of sacred monkeys. The old religion here believes that every animal, every plant, even water and rocks are inhabited by their own distinctive spirits. This religion, called animism, is not so common these days, but the deep regard for the spirits, especially in monkeys, has survived and become a part of the unique Balinese culture. The Balinese see God's spirits and demons all around them, and in this place, the playful monkey reigns supreme. At first they just watch me, checking me out, deciding if I'm dangerous, perhaps a playmate, maybe a source of food.
Look, see this big male come in? These are all babies, these are all youngsters. And this male's just come in and sorted them out. They've got a pretty wild social structure. Big, dominant males rule.
And these blokes are commonly known as macaques. They're temple monkeys and revered for their playfulness and intelligence. The Balinese associate them with magic and a keen understanding of human behaviour. You can see why.
You've got a great haircut. Have a go at their fingers and their hands. Exactly the same as mine. And their feet, check out her feet. She's got an opposable toe, just like mine. Their hands are very similar to their feet. Oh, you're going to jump on me. You're jumping on me. Are you looking for something? You're going to groom my hair. There's nothing in there. You can look. You want to look in there too? All right. Main thing is you don't want to get them upset because they'll bite you. No doubt about it. They will bite. Being very gentle. Very, very gentle. Whoop, here comes a big male. You guys are being very gentle. You gonna jump? 1, 2, 3, jump. Ooh, big male. When they do the thing, that means we're upset and back off. That male there, he started it. Started getting really, really grumpy. For no apparent reason. I don't know what I did. Maybe my eyes went like this or something. My hair went back. I'm not sure. I thought I was being very good, very gentle.
The advice you get in Indonesia is that the monkeys can be unpredictable and don't try and touch them. Because a bite is nasty.
Grooming's a very, very important part of their social structure. They don't actually get that much, but it's all about caring and loving on each other, socialising, learning social skills, and it feels good for the one that's being groomed. Look at her, she's loving it. Here, fight, fight, fight.
Ooh, you can see the way that big male rules. He's the supreme ruler. And he's just checking out to see if this female's viable. Watch his teeth. Look at this. Did you see them? Oh, mate, I'd hate to get bitten by one of them. The monkeys form tight little friendship units inside the bigger troop. And just look at what great mums they are. Those babies, they stay right under their mother's nose. And when they're this tiny little babies, they hardly get to stray more than a few inches from mum. Now here's something that's got me licked. Why is he doing that? See the way she's scratching at the temple wall? And then licking it? Obviously gaining some kind of nutrients. And her young one, it's actually utilising the same technique. She's just doing what mummy's doing. I guess it's a case of monkey see, monkey do, the perfect way to train. And how's this for a protective mother? She's determined to keep her baby safe. It's just as well the monkeys have such strong family bonds. There's a lot of danger in the jungle, especially when you're tiny and vulnerable. And here's something that wouldn't need a baby monkey, but packs a heck of a punch. Cobra.
It's another spitter, and Steve needs glasses to protect his eyes.
He's grumpy too. You're all right, mate, you're all right. Oh no, haven't brought me glasses. Listen, the monkey's starting to get upset. You're gonna bite me, aren't you? He's not even hooding up, this one. Hey, you're not even hooding up. What a beautiful snake. They're relatively common throughout these temples, particularly the ones that are way out in the jungle where there's no people. Very unlike the other cobras I've come across, which have just hooded up straight away. Big snake, you can see he's in really healthy condition, probably eating rats and mice, I'd reckon. You've been eating rats and mice, mate. Oh, he's starting to hood up now. Hey, he's starting to hood up a bit now, aren't you? Ooh, there's his little hood starting to come out. He's getting really agitated now. The monkeys will actually have a go at him. Monkeys are quick enough and smart enough to get the snakes and harass them. So what they do is just wait until night time before they start coming out. What a beautiful animal. You've been eating lots of rats around this temple, haven't you? Hey, you've been eating lots of rats. Do you want to go back hunting? Hey, you want to go do some hunting? You're a good snake. Have a look at this. This monkey's using stones to crack nuts. And the fresh rainwater gets them nice and clean. They are so similar to us humans. Here's a lizard of massive proportions. I thought lizards like this only grew this big on Komodo Island, but this happens to be the second biggest lizard species in the world, and it's a goanna, something I'm very familiar with. Goannas are monitor lizards, the ruling lizards of the world. And this is a steamer, virtually in a captive situation. It's quite used to people and fat as mud. Have a go at the size of this. This is a full-grown adult Asian water monitor. By crikey, he's big. Probably up around 50 or 60 kilos. Have a go at the size of the head on it. They're opportunistic. They make great predators. They're like a land crocodile that can also swim through the water, climb trees. Have a look at the bulk of this bloke. Absolutely massive. Huge, big animal. Really, really big. And he lives here getting fed nice tucker from the local people, from his friends, from his family. He's just a big family pet. Isn't he a beauty? Not struggling, not at all. You're a big lizard. Wait. Whoa.
Back at the beach, the waves are better than last time. Every day a little bigger, so maybe we'll get the monster surf we've been hoping for.
great. This is the first fair income bit of scrub that we've seen. Really thick jungle, and there's macaques, plenty of monkeys zipping around, a lot of birds. So here's hoping. This is looking good.
We're trying to locate a cave that's hidden in the jungle. It's very volcanic. Rock, undergrowth, great place for reptiles.
Hey. Oh, you beauty.
There could be anything around here. From insects, reptiles, mammals.
This looks promising. Yeah.
This macaque's pretty interested in what we're doing. There's just no telling what you'll find until you don the head torch and head in for a good look. Come on, Wes, let's hit it, mate.
Wow. There's at least 2 different species of bat. There's that little one, and he's got a real pushed up face, big ears. That's so as he can collect all of his echolocation and locate his bugs. Send out his sonar, whack, chew him up. See the way he just unfolds his wings, and away he goes.
With bats and the insects they feed on, there just has to be more animals, and what we're really looking for are reptiles.
Yeah, Wes is a total snake freak.
See this little tacker in here?
It's not a snake, but it is a reptile.
Oh, yeah. Have a look at this little beauty. This is what we're in here for. This is a cave gecko and an absolute champion. Oh, he's upset. You should know. I'm not going to hurt you. I'm the crocodile hunter from Australia, and I love geckos. Now, he's quite rough to the touch. He's got spines all over him, and he's strong. Really, really strong. Very rare for geckos to have like a prehensile tail. He can actually grab with that. Got little ears back here. Big, strong mouth. You want to bite? Look at that. Oh, he's got a good bite. In fact, if I don't get my finger out of there, he's going to probably crush that and swallow it down. Okay, you can let go now. Let go now. Let go now. He's not going to let go. Oh, there we go. Beautiful.
We're moving to a new island, and on the way we're taking a detour along one of the least used roads in the area. Just after nightfall is a fantastic time to find reptiles on or near the road.
Yeah, and Wes is a real reptile freak. He's chomping at the bit for his first snake. Have a look at this. This is the green viper. I'm not sure which species of green viper. There's a whole different stack of species. And it's only a baby, only a youngster. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What are you doing? You've got a viper head. Pit viper. I'm going to get a stick. Whoa, he's a little bit angry. Hey, put this little stick here. Come on, crawl onto the stick. There's no way that I'd be able to touch this little fella. He'd tag me really quickly. Come on, move onto the stick. I'll just see if I can get him to move onto the stick. Beautiful. They are arboreal, and so he'll stick to this stick, no problem at all. Be able to get his body straight out. Look at that. Parallel. Isn't that fascinating? They're great climbers, really good climbers, and you can see his tongue is going 50 to the dozen. What a classic. Really nice. I might get you off the road, mate. Might get you off the road. Come on. Here you go, fella.
Hey, Steve-O, look behind you.
Watch this. See how this guy moves? Almost like a chameleon. What he's doing, as the wind blows, he's using the wind to camouflage his body. Trying to mimic a leaf. Well, that's beautiful. Here's one of the most incredible animals of the entire insect world, the praying mantis. He's out in the open of the road, ambushing bugs. You can see the way he gets his arms and his forearms up into the typical praying mantis position. He's got spikes right along the front of him. As soon as an insect gets close enough, whack!
Down he goes, spikes him, grabs him, pulls him in, and then chomp, chomp, chomp. Oh. Oh. And he can fly too. As soon as that wind picked up, he just took off into the air. This one's really mobile, and you can see the way his body actually looks just like a leaf. And when he moves, he gets that swaying up, and then he'll take a step, sway up. Oh, he's getting angry. He's getting angry. He's gonna, oh. Goes up in that boxing style. Wild predator of the insect kingdom. Here you go, mate. Stay off the road till we get past. There you go. So far, we've had a pretty good run. We've been able to identify each species as we get to it, but that's not always the case, and that's why Wes is an excellent backup. He's a reptile specialist.
He's not too keen on my hands. Yeah, let me just make sure, but that's what it is.
Anything he doesn't know, he finds out really quick.
Yep, common wolf snake. Wolf snake, yep. Venom? None.
Hey. All right. I'll get you off the road. Come on then. There you go. Yeah, so the old wolf snake, eh? The trouble with going to different countries is quite often you're coming across snake species that could potentially kill you. So you always got to have a whole stack of books. Wes is a champion. He knows everything that moves and's got a scale. Wes knows about it, but he just cross-references with books all the time. Next. We're island hopping. And as we hop along the islands, we got to go from one ferry to another. I'm glad our driver knows what he's saying.
Phew, finally made it. A lot of bosses there. Whoa. Yeah, this way, that way. We're all over the paddock.
We're quite determined to find that elusive, big, perfect wave. And island hopping is the best way to check out new locations. Ferry number 1. With thousands of islands populated in Indonesia, ferries operate 24 hours a day and night, to move huge amounts of people one way or the other. The wheels of trade and business churning. Another day and the potential for another surf. And this one's chopped up a bit. We have to get wet and have a go anyway.
So what we're going to do is we're going to trek back from the coast. Let's see, the beach is about half a k back there. We've gone across the salt flat. Now we've just hit the bush. Good, thick Indonesian jungle.
And it's so thick that you can barely see a few feet into the rainforest. Gonna need both sets of eyes to spot animals.
Want to split up, mate? I'll go this way if you want to head up. All right.
These jungles hide some really surprising reptiles, and Wes and I are split up to see what we can locate. Oh, what a little treasure.
How's this? I got him. Oh, he's upset. You're upset. You're upset. Don't be upset. Wow, what a spectacular little snake. This is only a baby, but this is the paradise flying snake. Flying snake. They can actually glide. They go up to height, and when they want to get from one tree to another, they spread their scales, spread their belly out, like a cobra does, only down the entirety of their body, spread out, catch a bit of air, and glide from one tree to another. Now, they are slightly venomous. He's shaking around. He's uninclined to bite. Have a look at the gorgeous orange coloration on his back. You're all right, sweetheart. You're all right. Settle down now. He's really upset. Now, this is only a baby, maybe 2 years of age. They get pretty big, up over 4 feet in length. Imagine that, a flying snake. I couldn't be so lucky, could I? I guess I am. What a little perler. Way you go, mate.
Wes is onto one.
Hey, where do you think you're going? Oh, isn't she lovely? This is one of the most amazing creatures in the animal kingdom. It's a Burmese python. Mind you, these guys can get pretty big. Sometimes they can get up to 20 feet in length, and they range right through parts of Indonesia and right up even as far as India, Pakistan and Sri Lanka. They can live in all sorts of climates, from dry areas to rainforests to even mangroves. And they are just so gentle. What are you after, some rats, or are you just getting some sun? I'll let you go on your way, sweetheart.
On the fringes of the jungle, previously cultivated ground is being taken back by nature. Unless the farmers are constantly clearing the land, the rainforest actually moves back in, especially this time of the year when growth is really rigorous.
Have a go at this. What a spectacular snake! Look at that! Long and thin. Have you ever seen a snake more spaghetti-like, fluoro green spaghetti? And go through this stuff like hard to keep up with, really hard to keep up with. Have a look at that snout. What a big head, beautiful big head, and he's got his tongue sticking right out like that. I'm not sure why he's doing that. Have a look at his eye. His pupil actually goes that way rather than up and down like your standard snake's eye, right? And that helps him with his vision. Lining up, he'll actually mimic a vine moving in the wind. Mimic, mimic, mimic. Strike! Hit! Overpower the lizard that he wants to eat and then swallow it down. This is the long-nosed whip snake. You can see why they call them whip snakes. Look how whippy he is. Woo, you're a beautiful whippy snake. Fluoro green. Beautiful animal. Here you go, mate. Back into the grass. Watch this. He will disappear before your eyes. You know, just like blend. That quick. Have a go of this behind me. Look at that. That is some of the most pristine jungle in Indonesia. Unfortunately, there's not much of it. But this is what I'm here for. These old Losmans are legendary for reptiles. And this looks like a prime beauty. Ooh, this is exactly what I'm looking for. Oh, I don't know who's got who. Yo! Come on, mate. Come on. I'm not sure who's got who. Look out, coming down. Oh, wow. Have a look at this little beauty. Tokay gecko. The world's most famous gecko species. The tokay. Oh, crikey, they've got a good bite. Really good bite. Have a look at him chomping down on my finger. Let go. There's a good boy. There's a good boy. What a good boy. Don't panic. You're all right. You're all right. Beautiful coloration. Orange spots. He's got his mouth open. He's fair dinkum. He's fair dinkum. He's serious about biting too. Look at those big nocturnal eyes. Nice long tail for balance. And he's got me good. He's got me good. Hey, here's one of his girls. Oh, wow. Look at this. It's a pair. Here's his girl. Two cocays. They both got me. By crikey, they've got a good bite. You're all right, sweetheart. You're a little fragile. What'll I do with you, big bloke? Are you going to let go? Here's his girl. Oh, isn't she gorgeous? Look at the coloration of her. She's very attractive, mate. She's a beautiful little female. I see you've got your mouth open. That's a threat display. Ah, stay away from me or I'm going to bite you. They're quite dark up inside their mouth, pink at the front. They've got a great set of chompers. They've got a whole stack of serrated teeth designed to kill and crush insects, which makes up the majority of their diet. Now, this little female, you can see she's a lot smaller than the male. She'd actually lay 2, maybe 3 eggs, and the technique is bizarre. The females will go onto a wall, like they'll come onto here, find a great spot, and stick their eggs, virtually stick their eggs right on the wall. And that's a great technique because that means predators won't be able to get up over vertical and eat their eggs.
Here's a beautiful pair. He's probably got another few girls here. I'll let her go back up here. Here you go, sweetheart. There you go. There's a good lizard. How about you? You want to go? He's not letting go of my finger. Here you go. Come on now. Let go. Let go. There you go. There's a good boy. Yeah, my word, this is being used. Got your little stove here.
And here's nature's pest controller. This guy should be farmers' friends. He's looking around for rats and mice.
Hey, sweetheart. Hey, have a look at this. This is what I've been looking for. This is exactly what I've been looking for. Have a go at this. What a beauty. Gorgeous. Oh, whoop. She's a bit grumpy. She's a little bit grumpy, this one. She's a bit grumpy. Hey, you're a bit grumpy, sweetheart. You're all right. You're all right. She's all right. You're all right now. You're all right, sweetheart. Whoa, 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 whoa. Settle down. Settle down. You're right. Look at her opening up her mouth. Really upset. Very agitated. Oh, crikey. She's really upset. Geez, they've got a great set of teeth. Huge, great, penetrating teeth designed to capture animals with a lot of fur, feather. Oh, ow, ow, ow. Look at her screwing those teeth right into me. By crikey, she's a naughty snake. These reticulated pythons have got exceptionally large teeth designed to penetrate straight through fur and feather. And they are constrictors. They constrict their prey. That's what they're masters of. That strike, constrict. You can see how she's constricting my hand, putting the squeeze in on it. By crikey, my hand's starting to hurt, sweetheart. Really starting to hurt. What am I going to do with you now? Hey, what am I going to do, girl? What'll I do? I think I might take her and let her go in the jungle, because if the farmer comes, chop, chop, he'll cut it up. Let's let her go. You go, sweetheart. Yeah, this'll do the job. Okay, away you go, babe. Up there, that's the girl. That's the girl. Away you go, away you go. Oh, look at the colour starting to come back into my hand. Woo!
Another inter-island ferry, and before too long we'll be sampling another slice of tropical paradise. Just a couple hours across this water and we'll be back into it. So far we've had some decent surf and some great snakes, and now there's good reason to believe the best of this adventure is still to come.
That's it, we're out of here.
Crikey, he loves that foghorn, and I bet that's not the last we hear of that. The reason we're taking this particular ferry is some news we've heard about the weather. There's a tropical cyclone brewing with heavy forecasts and ocean swells that are huge. We're hoping our timing will be very special. While the foot passengers rush for the best seats, we have to control our impatience until we hit the open spaces. And even then, we'll have to adjust to driving on an island where the pace of roads is set by a different rhythm of life.
Looks pretty good. Ooh, very flash.
The hotel sign is a surfboard. That's gotta say it all.
Much wind?
No, but today is a good. Maybe 2 days ago it's rain.
Good.
Yeah, today is good.
Will we book in or surf first?
Silly question. There was only ever gonna be one answer. It's not perfect, but it's looking good, very promising. Let's hit it. Woo-hoo! Ah well, it's good to see a bit of swell around. Obviously that cyclone's starting to really push it through. And have a go at these water buffalo. They look a bit like domestic cows. They've got an unpredictable streak, and as we come forward, they're sprung and they go. Oh, stirring up an Asian water monitor. Here's a reptile I've always wanted to catch. Let's see if my surfboard will do the job. Got to be stealthy till the last moment. These things are quick. Real quick. They can swim through the water like a croc.
This has got to be the way to sneak up on water monitors from the water. On my board, which means I'm able to move pretty fluidly through the water, between the trees, checking, searching. They're pretty quick. Mostly they're spooked, really hard to get close to, particularly the big ones. Those big ones, mate, I've seen a couple, woo, into the water so quick, and that's the last you see of them.
This is looking good. This is looking real good. He's sitting in the shallows, and if I can get in close enough without him getting a bead on me, I should be able to rush and jump him. Stealth's important, and then rush!
Hey, you all right, mate? Woo! Have a look at this one. What a beauty. Isn't he gorgeous? Hey! Great orange coloration coming back from his head. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Big, powerful Salvadors. He's only a little tacker. Only a really little one. Oh, and it's a boy one. Whoops. That's a predator avoidance thing. And he's got his throat all puffed out. He thinks I mean him a lot of harm, but I don't. You're a good lizard. You're a very good lizard. We'll be able to watch the way he swims now like a crocodile. Watch this. Don't you ding my surfboard.
Watch the way he tucks his legs in, along his body, and uses his tail just like a crocodile.
How's this wind? Surf's totally blowing out. There's no way. Careful, mate. Just on the edge. Yeah, it's a viper. Hang on. Moving.
That Wesley's a madman!
Push him back off that branch. Yep. How's that? That's it. Have a look at this. Have a go at this. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. What a beauty. What a perler. No biting. It's gonna bite. Beautiful green viper. Have a look at that gorgeous fluoro green. And it's right down here on the coastal fringe. Mind you, the jungle's right behind us. Good spotting, Wes. No worries. Isn't he beautiful? Or she. I'll bet you it's a female. Hey, sweetheart. Hey, sweetheart. You're all right now. You're okay. There's a good little green viper. There's a good green viper. Have a look at her with her little arrow-shaped head and her fat little body. She's been feeding up on geckos, maybe a few mice, some frogs. She's got gorgeous orange eyes. Isn't she a little pearler? Got really good set of fangs, a lot of venom. But she's far enough off the track that she wouldn't pose any threat to surfers or any Indonesians walking along. She's gorgeous. Hey, you're a pretty girl. The green tree viper, one of the most common venomous snake species in Indonesia. Come on, girl. We'll let you go back in the tree. Big hole in the head. Took some bark off his beak. Oh, nice laceration, mate. Good work.
Worth it for the snake anyway.
It's me mate, Wes. Tough as nails and just a snake freak, let alone surfing.
We've found a lot of snakes, the cyclone's close, and finally surf's up. One thing left to do, get the big gun out and hit it. Woo! I'm riding me 7'6" gun and getting completely busted up. It's a solid 8 foot and going off. We're loving it. The trick with the bigger surf and the bigger board is to get out in front of the wave and hang on. Where's? By crikey, we've had a stack of fun on this adventure. We've got to toss the most venomous species of snake in the Indonesian archipelago. I've been brain bitten by some non-venomous species, and we've even thrown in a bit of surf. What do you reckon,
One thing left to say, mate.
Surf rule!